Welcome back to Ask Miss K. I am Miss K. You ask the questions and I have the answers, or not all of them, because if I don't give the correct answers, please do comment down below and let me know what I could have said, what someone else can do, because you never know who could be reading the comments. If you haven't checked out part 1 of Ask Miss K, well, the first section, please do check it out. I'll just put a little thingy up here that you can click. I don't know if it's here or here. I'm not sure. No, I think it's here. I'll put a thingy up here. Click on that, check out part 1, and then come back to part 2. Cool, let's go. Don't forget to like and subscribe. How do you juggle a relationship and studies? This is funny for me because it's completely the opposite. If I am in a relationship, I do focus better on my studies, and I think that's just because my energy is concentrated on one person. Unlike when I'm single, like I said, I'm never fully single. I always do have someone to talk to and someone to, like, yeah, she ain't got a man, but she's not alone. Miss Independent, hey, she got her own, that's me. Cool. So I'm never fully single, so I always do have someone that I am talking to. But if I'm not in a relationship, the chances are that I'm talking to like 2, 3 guys, maybe even 5. You never know. Like, this is on Tinder and stuff. So I really do find that consumes a lot of my time, because now I have to tell 5 people how I am, 5 people how my day was, 5 people what I'm doing, 5 people that I'm going to sleep, and it's just really time consuming. Unlike in a relationship, you have one person, you tell them once, I'm busy, BRB, I'm back. So it really is something that is different. So being single for me is a lot more straining. But with relationships, guys, I think you need to talk to your partner and communicate your expectations and communicate where you are in your life, how busy you are, because we all know we do have busy seasons. Preferably if you are both students, you know when you're both in exams, you know when you both have like common tests and all of that. So it's really not that hard. If you're really busy or you've got an exam that day, hey baby, I'm writing tomorrow morning, so I won't be on my phone. I'll check you after the exam. Okay, sure. Done. You know, now people know where you are. And another thing, when you are dating, your quality time doesn't always have to be just you and the person all hugged up or lying in bed or doing fun activities or spending money. It can also be things like studying. I know I enjoyed studying with my boyfriend so much, and we'd study on campus, like other people obviously, but I enjoyed it because I felt like I was spending quality time with him. He was right there if I needed to talk to him. He was right there for me to look at, so I didn't have to keep wondering, I wonder what he's doing, I wonder if he's fine, I wonder if he's had food, is he okay, who's he, you know, like I knew what he was doing because he was right in front of me. And also, when your partner is right there studying with you, you don't need to keep checking your phone to check if they've sent you a text, because they're right there. They are there. They can literally tap you and be like, Ukren, sure. And even when you go visit them on the weekend, take your books with you. It's not like in Zojola 24/7. Like, no, ni Zojola, and then you're gonna get bored and then you're gonna start doing things. So just take your books so you can also squeeze in a bit of studying. Cool. How to build long-lasting friendships without your sisterhood vibes. I don't know if I'm the person to answer this. Yeah, my friends are gonna judge me because I really am a crap friend. Like, I don't check up on people. Maybe I am the person, because this person is like long-lasting friendships but without sisterhood vibes, and I don't do sisterhood vibes. I don't do squads, I don't do cliques, I'm not in anyone's clique. I'm just friends with a lot of people, and that's it. I'm not a clique person. So how I do that, guys, is, you know, I believe there are friends for different things. I have friends that I study with, I have friends that I go to groove with, I have friends that I do braais and drinks with and games nights with. I have friends that I talk to about my mgowo, my relationship mgowo, my family mgowo, anything, you know. I have friends for different things. And usually my friends don't really merge, because there's no need. There's no need for my study buddy to come and talk to my mgowo friend, because there's no need. They don't need to know. But with that, it's not like I do keep my friends. It's not like just because you're my studying friend, we only talk about studies. No, we do talk about other things. But like, yeah, I do have friends for different things. And I don't know how I did it, but I did it somehow. What I do is I let people know where they stand in my life. Like, I let you know that, you know, I love you. You mean a lot to me. But I won't always check up on you. I won't always, like, I actually don't even invite people out for things. And I know some of my friends have called me out and they say that I don't really initiate things. Like, I don't initiate breakfast dates and all of that. And that's because I have so many friends. I think if I initiate a date with you, I have to initiate with her and him and them. And, you know, so I just rather not. I'd rather wait for someone to invite me and I go. So that if someone asks, I'm just like, no, I was invited. You can invite me too. I was invited. I never host people. And also, I don't think I'm a hoster. I don't think I'm big on hosting. I don't really like people in my space. And also, I think I do kind of get moody when there's a big crowd, because also people come with their own people, and yeah, I just rather not. So with your friends, I think what's important is for you to let them know that, listen, even though I don't talk to you every single day, we don't chat, we don't go on dates. Whenever you need me, I am here. And I would hope that most of my friends know that that is the case with whatever friendship we have. And also with the avoiding sisterhood vibes, don't inherit beef. I think maybe also the whole no sisterhood vibes is easy for me because I have so many cousins. Like, I have more than 50 cousins just from my mom's side, and we're all very tight. So I feel like we talk about everything. So I feel like those are my sisterhood vibes. So I don't really need to find that with other people. Obviously, my best friends who know themselves know that I do consider them as sisters, but like not necessarily like a clique. Like, yeah, we've got matching jeans with crystals and diamonds. No, we don't do that nonsense. Not that it's nonsense if you do it, but no, I'm fine. I'm 26, turning 27 next year, and I'm taga mama kunzima in terms of umjolo for me. That just means it's hard for this person in terms of relationships. I'm at a point where I'm thinking it just might not be for me. Like, dating might not be for them. Yeah, tense. This is tense, especially because you highlighted your age, which shows that you think your age is like a factor, and you probably think that you're running out of time, and your peers are also getting married and having kids and all that. By the way, I did speak to this person like offline, and we did talk a lot more, so I did get a lot more feedback about the issue, and we did talk, and like, yeah. But this is tough, but also like, don't stress about it. I feel like we're very young, and we've set all these like goals, like you should be married by 25 and have a house by 30 and have 2 kids by 32, and it's really stupid because I don't think anyone's life actually works out like that, at least not nowadays. But also it's fine. Like, I think with umjolo, it when it's your time, it'll come, and there's no point rushing it, because some people will be dating since high school and date for like 15 years, and then one day they just break up and it's just like a mess. So when your time comes, it'll come. I had suggested Tinder, and I'm still gonna do a video on Tinder because that's where I met my boyfriend, and I think Tinder is a really good place to meet people. But also, like I said, Tinder is very important in terms of location, because Tinder in Cape Town is not the same as Tinder in KZN and Tinder in Eastern Cape. It's really not the same, So that's also probably an issue, because location, the fact that you are probably in a province that is densely populated by the same type of people, maybe it's just Zulu people and a few others, or just Xhosa people and a few others, you'll find that you keep dating the same types of guys who will always find the same types of issues, or you will find the same type of issues. So it is time to branch out. Try go for something that is not the norm. Try look for someone who doesn't fit what your other exes were fitting. And like, in a relationship, you must never feel like you have to compromise to the point where you change who you are. If you're someone who talks a lot and you're assertive and you talk back, you must still be comfortable to do that, not suddenly become like, yeah, baba. No. And also, please don't feel pressure from your peers who are married and have kids, because sometimes they put pressure on the single people, the ones who aren't married, because they're in marriage now, so they know the highs and the lows, so they kind of don't want to experience them alone, so they kind of want to recruit you so that you can also kind of feel what they're going through. So just remember that not everything that glitters is gold. And not everyone who's got a nice Instagram with their husband and kid is actually in a happy relationship or in a happy marriage, or I'm the strong friend, the always there for you friend, and for some reason my friends are barely ever there for me when I go through stuff, and I fully accept that this may be because I never really reach out, because I don't like burdening people with my issues. How do I learn to reach out without feeling like a burden? Okay, I'm really glad that you worded it like that, because I was kind of scared that you're going to say your friends are not really helping you enough. But, I'm glad that you're saying that you need to learn how to reach out. So what you need to realize is that there's nothing that you can't do by yourself. Like, you can honestly do everything you want by yourself and not need anyone's help. But it takes a lot more strength and a lot more intuition, and it's a lot more draining than if you share the load with someone else. So it's really up to you about how quickly you want to deal with your issue. So you need to kind of pick one friend and let them know that, listen friend, I do have an issue with reaching out. I do have an issue with talking about issues. So when I do a certain thing, please can you just like ask me what's up and ask what you can help with, so that I can feel comfortable opening up to you and not feel like a burden. And also, there's this thing that one of my friends does. before she tells me about him go, she'll ask me if I'm in a space to receive information and in the space and in the headspace to like listen to her. And yeah, usually I'll say yeah, I'll go ahead. But there are times I'm like, actually, I'm also having a really bad day and I can't take someone else's. And you know, she'll be like, okay, cool, got you. And I think you need to also establish that with your friends, so that you know that you are talking to someone who's willing to listen to you and who isn't just listening and feeling like, oh my gosh, when is she gonna stop talking? Oh my gosh, what a burden. Hi Nokuhle, I'm your number. No, okay. Anyway, can I please be anonymous? I'm kind of embarrassed. So I want to know, how can one maintain a healthy relationship as a 22-year-old virgin? And please talk about how you dealt with your anxiety. Cool. Okay, firstly, 22-year-old virgin, yeah, you're at we're around the same age. So, yeah, dating does get a bit tense because now people expect you to be having sex and stuff. Just let your person know that you're not ready. Let them know. And if they can't really respect you, then, you know, call it quits, because I don't think there's any relationship that's worth rushing into things. And I don't know if maybe you did see in my part 1 in the initial video where someone asked me what the right age to have sex was, and I said there was no right age, there was a right stage. So if you're not at that stage yet, then, you know, don't have it, and just let them know that you're not ready, and you wouldn't like to rush it, type of thing. Also, sex does have different connotations for different people, so it really depends on what you consider sex. If you just think it's the penetrative act, like the actual thing, then, you know, maybe you can do other things like oral sex and like foreplay and all of that. But if you think any form of intimacy that is sexual is sex, then, you know, you can just not do anything. But if you are someone who is willing to give head or receive head or play around or give hand jobs and all of that, then I would advise you to focus on that and make sure you kind of do it well enough and try your best to show that, you know, I am willing to meet you halfway with this, but the other stuff I'm not willing to go there. But it already depends on your comfortability also, and whether you're willing to do that for that person, because sometimes you'll find that it's not even about the actual act, it's just about the person. You're not there yet as a couple, you're not there yet. So yeah, you'll see, you'll play it out, and if you do feel like you are being like forced or threatened, then just leave. Okay, this is a long one. Hi Nokuhle, I'm 21 and have a boyfriend. We've been together for 7 months now. He's my first boyfriend. Our relationship is more platonic because I'm still a virgin, and I plan on keeping it that way until I'm ready. I enjoy being with him, like hanging out, but then sometimes I just don't want to see him. I feel there's days where I just want to be all by myself and he wants to meet up. Okay. One moment he annoys me, the next he makes me laugh. It's a roller coaster of emotions with him. I got to learn that I hate kissing because he is my first kiss. I tried so many times to make it feel better, but I still hate it. But I have this craving of wanting to be fully satisfied when being kissed, and he doesn't give me that. Now I'm wondering if I'm the problem, or there's something wrong with me, and why do I hate kissing? I also want to know how you know if you love someone and what to do to keep the relationship going, because I know I'm in like with him, not particularly sure if I'm in love with him. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. There's 2 parts to this email, so I'm gonna stop there. Yeah, no, he's not the one. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's not the one. Firstly, the fact that you're not enjoying kissing your boyfriend and you've been dating for 7 months, he's not the one, because he's not the one. And also, it's probably, like, we all don't enjoy our first kisses, but I think the more you do it, the more you start enjoying it, the more you start exploring, the more you start playing around and doing things to find out what you like. But you don't even want to be around your boyfriend sometimes, and I'm not saying that that's not normal. I'm not saying you have to want to be with him all the time, but like, you get annoyed. Yeah, I feel like you get annoyed when you're with him. Well, I feel like you get annoyed unless he's making you laugh, and I don't think relationship is like a comedy show. And also, like, I'm not gonna lie, because it is your first relationship and it is your first kiss, it's very unlikely that you guys will like married in 3 years and like living together and all that, because he is your first. And I'm not saying that you will never ever marry your first, but I'm just saying that you went through so many first stages and you don't really know what you like, what you don't like, and him being the first of everything is kind of like very overwhelming. And I feel like you're probably just staying in the relationship because you want to hold on to the fact that he is your first kiss, your first boyfriend, and you don't want to fall part of the statistics or whatever. But I don't think he's the one for you. I feel like when you're kissing your person, you should feel some sort of intimacy. You should feel like you want to continue kissing and all of that. Hating kissing and in a relationship, it doesn't really make sense to me. I'm not gonna lie. Even people who don't like personal touch and being hugged still do enjoy being kissed by their partner. So I honestly, long story short, he's not the one. And it's okay if you don't want to move on yet, because you know it is a new thing. But yeah, when you do eventually find your person, I can't wait until you come and give us feedback. Okay, second part. Plus, I have people I used to call friends, only to later find out that they're talking smack about me behind my back. I confronted them after 3 months because it was weighing heavily on me. I'd break down at school and it hurt even more because I had to face them at school every day. I confronted them and they apologized and I kept it going. For some time, I kept my distance from them because my trust was broken and I couldn't allow myself to be vulnerable with them like that again. Now, one of them is reaching and wants me to take her back because she misses me. And I honestly don't know if I can allow myself to do that. I'm not sure if I can put myself out there like that again. I've just come to terms with the fact that I'm going back to varsity without friends, and I could use all the advice and confident boost you could offer me. Well, good news is you might not be going back to varsity anytime soon because of the lockdown. But yeah, with your friends, firstly, well done for confronting them. It just took you a bit long. So you're really strong because you're someone who can keep it to yourself. I know all hell will break loose me at the same time. I hear you talking smack about me, even if I don't have all the facts. Let's go. But yeah, that must be difficult because I feel like you lost so many of your friends. But now one of them is reaching back to you. Please just hear what they have to say. Sometimes fights can seem really big at the time when they're happening, but like in the long run, you'll find that it's really not worth it. And maybe sometimes the friend was a really good friend to you, just despite that little hiccup. Just hear them out. The person that's reaching out, hear them out, hear why they want you back in their lives, and hear how they feel about what they did. Like, are they remorseful? Are they sorry? Or is it just like, get over it already? Because if it is a get over it already, then yeah, we don't want that friend. But if they do feel sorry and they do feel bad about it and they really want to fix things, then just give them a chance. We do give other people so many chances. I do think that friends also do deserve second chances sometimes. But whatever happens, don't stress. You'll be fine. I think because you're in varsity also, it is a bit hard because everyone's in their clique, everyone has friends. But you'll find friends. You'll, like when you go back to lectures, you'll sit next to someone and just start talking, and next thing you're friends. So hang in there. You'll be fine. And well done for not allowing people to talk smack about your back and you just leave it. Like, I'm really proud of you, and I really, really do hope that those girls who were talking about you have learned never ever to do that again, because it's really stupid. Also, girls can be so bitchy sometimes. Like, what the fuck? This is why I'm not in a girl squad or whatever, because I don't like nonsense. But you'll be fine. And I wish you all the best. And do not stress. Do not stress. I know it seems very hectic because I told you to break up with your boyfriend. I also told you to leave your friends, but also, like, you will find better. I know it'll seem like it's impossible, but you will find better. I promise you. And maybe this lockdown is the best time for you to evaluate all of your friendships and relationships, so that when we go back to school, you are starting on a clean slate, got a new man, or you got potential or whatever, and you can even make friends, but just take life as it comes. And the last question for this Ask Miss K, it's very long, so I hope you guys are listening. My ex broke up with me in the most painful of ways a few years back. I think she probably even cheated. Then last year, she flew down to Cape Town from Jersey just so she could apologize to me. I was brutally honest about everything, how she hurt me and how she was a shitty person. She was really apologetic. We eventually had amazing makeup sex. She nearly even missed her flight back. Nipili movie, guys. This is a movie. Anyways, when she was in Cape Town, I had made it clear that I had no intentions of dating at the moment, and she understood. We continued talking, and she really wanted me back. What makes it complicated is that now she's almost everything I'm looking for. She has grown into this amazing person who is patient and understanding and committed. That woman is ready to start the rest of her life with me. But the problem is I don't feel as passionately about the relationship. Okay, right there. Also, I never want to do long distance again, but her argument is that considering our ambitions, long distance is inevitable, and now that we're more grown up, we can afford to fly to see each other every now and then. I understand her argument. See, I'm scared that I might be missing out on someone who is everything that I'm looking for, just because I hate the idea of long distance so much and might live to regret it in the future. It's happened before that I've missed out on someone because I was too naive. Also, I'm still a little bitter about that she hurt me in the past, but I can get over that. Am I making a mistake by pushing her away, or should I continue searching for the love of my life in these unforgiving streets? Okay, no, Tlima, I really do think exes are exes for a reason. I think exes must remain exes. I'm not someone who would ever go back to an ex, and that's because even if the person had not cheated, I feel like things would have ended somehow, some way. So Tlima for me. But you saying she's the woman that you want and she's everything that you ever want, and you feel like you're gonna lose out, you just said it yourself that you do not feel as passionately about her as she does about you. And I think that's a recipe for disaster, because she'll always feel like she's not fully getting everything out of the relationship. Like, she'll put in a lot of effort and you'll probably put in half, because number one, you still hurt that you were cheated on, so you still feel like she might cheat. Number two, it's even worse because it's long distance. Now you can't even keep an eye on them, and also Jozi is a big city. There's no way we're going to keep an eye on your girl for you. Like, I'm not going to go to Taboo looking for your girl and be like, yeah, I'm anonymous, I hope I'll join, like, I'm not gonna do that. So I think leave it. I feel like everything has its time and its place, and because you've stated so many things that are like issues for you, that she cheated before, even though you said you can get over it, but she has cheated on you, the long distance, the you not being as passionate about it, I feel like leave it. You will find someone who will meet all of those things and probably even more. Also, anonymous, judging by your profile, I can see you're not that old, so we have time, but also we don't have a lot of time. It's usually best to find your lover and your soulmate in university, because once you start working, there's no time to find people. It's really hard. Like, where are you gonna meet people? Like, maybe you can meet them in the office, but I'm not someone who advocates for office relationships, because when you break up, it gets really messy and people are awkward and you're not getting invited for nights out. So I understand your issue, because you are almost done with varsity, so it's kind of like your clock is ticking. But I don't think this woman is the one for you. I don't want to lie to you. I really do believe that you deserve way better than this. So let life play its course, man. But nah, not this lady, not this woman. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for my Miss K. #AskMissK. If you do have any other questions, please do pop me an email or a DM or however you want to contact me. But closer to the time of my next video, I will put up a little pop-up on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram so that you don't miss the pop-up, and you can send me messages there. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really have enjoyed this. I love you guys so much. And I really do hope that you are all keeping safe and healthy and warm at home. Don't forget to tell your loved ones that you love them. Don't forget to pray or meditate or speak to the universe or whatever you do to keep you sane. But yeah, we'll be all right. Lastly, if I didn't miss your question, please just pop me a message and be like, hey, you missed my question. I'm really sorry if I did. I don't know. I had a lot of emails and DMs, so it was really kind of hard to keep track of things. But I've got a system now, so for the next one, I really will not forget any. But I don't think I forgot any. I think I'm really on my shit. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Do check out my other videos, and please do watch all the adverts so that I can get paid. I love you all. Goodbye. It is Miss K signing out. Miss K. Miss Kamala for you.